Is OCD stealing your faith and using your religion and your beliefs against you? We're going to talk all about it. Stay tuned. That's what's up next. Hi, my name is Natasha Daniels. I'm a therapist and I make videos for people with anxiety or OCD. And today I want to talk to you about a really common thing that OCD does. OCD is an opportunistic disorder. It looks for things that you love, that you're interested in, that define you, that are important to you, and it makes it its own thing. So that isn't surprising that it does that with your beliefs, your faith, and your religion as well. So, how does OCD hook itself into your religion? In tons of ways. It can tell you that you have to be such a good person, or God will be disappointed, or that you're not doing it right, or that you might go to hell. It can tell you all sorts of things to threaten you to be a quote unquote good person or a good person in your religion. It also takes the rules or belief systems that people follow in different religions and it becomes very rigid about what you need to do. So it takes those beliefs, those traditions, and it blows them up in ways that are not intended, in ways that are not part of your religion. And so you might have to compulsively do religious practices and religious routines and things that other people do, but not to the level that you're doing. Or you might have to repeat them over and over again until it feels just right, until you feel like God is happy with what you're doing. It will be different for each one of you, but the theme is it takes a belief system, it takes a religion, it takes your faith, and it turns it on its head. It makes it compulsive. If you are stuck in a rut and you're doing things over and over and over again to please your religion or to please God, God has nothing to do with that. That's all OCD. OCD also loves to take the things that you do in your faith and make it a compulsion. And so it'll say, oh, if you're upset and you're having intrusive thoughts or a bad thought, maybe you just need to excessively pray, compulsively pray. And then you're not really praying to God. You're not praying because your faith is calling you on that. You're praying to cancel out an intrusive thought or feeling. And when we are doing stuff to cancel out an intrusive thought or feeling, there's only one thing that is called, and it's a compulsion. And so look at your behavior, look at what you're doing, and ask yourself, am I doing things that are compulsions that OCD is convincing me are faith-based? And sometimes it can be helpful to talk to people in your faith or to ask what is the typical behavior or expectations. Sometimes it's good to recognize when you're doing compulsions and break them up. So if you want to pray and that makes you feel connected and you want to heal from OCD, and so praying is a very therapeutic thing to do, that's fantastic. That's wonderful. Just don't do it when OCD says you need to do it, because that's not praying to God, that's praying to OCD. So maybe you pick the certain times of day that you're going to pray. It's predetermined. So you're not canceling out a bad thought or feeling with a prayer, because that's called neutralizing, and that is clearly a compulsion. And people who are non-religious do this in different ways. They have a positive thought, if they have a negative thought, it's still neutralizing, it's still a compulsion. So make your prayer schedule before OCD starts knocking on the door. Maybe that's just a routine that you do. Change the routine periodically, because routines can turn into compulsions as well. And if you're being really rigid with the rules, way beyond what everybody else is following, you might want to talk to your loved ones or someone in your faith and ask them, am I going too far? What is expected of me to be religiously sound or to do what I want to do in an appropriate way to support my religion or my faith? Everyone has different belief systems, but the way that OCD hijacks your belief systems and hijacks religion is the same, regardless of what religion you are, what belief system you have. It all looks the same on the therapy couch. So grab your religion back, grab your faith back. Don't let OCD ruin that. I've seen people who can't go into their areas of worship because OCD is so loud when they're doing those things or going to those places that they wind up avoiding. Or they're excessively reading, the Bible or the Quran or like whatever is the book that kind of orchestrates their belief systems. Don't let OCD ruin that for you. That's supposed to be enjoyable. That's supposed to keep you in touch with God, not in touch with OCD. So get your belief back by getting OCD out of it. And I know that's easier said than done, but hopefully you can see that one is OCD and it has nothing to do with your belief system. I hope you find the sparkle in everything you do, and I'll talk to you again next Thursday. Take care.